Good morning students, I am Benil, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Pondicherry College of Engineering. So in this video class, I am going to teach you the very important topic in our second unit, that is parsing technique, parser. Okay. So there is during a development of compiler, the parser is one of the very important concept in a compiler design. That means the programmer should know how to parse the input. Parsing is nothing but scanning, okay, scanning and converting into tree, parse tree, syntax tree, okay. So that is a parser. So there is two types of very important parser. That is, one is we can parse the input by top down parser, and another one is bottom up parser, okay. So what is top down parser? Already I taught you what is top down parser. What is top down parser? You just by saying the name itself, top down, that is, we are going to pass the input from top to bottom. What is top to bottom? See the grammar derivation. If you take a derivation, S tends to A, B, etc. Finally you will get A something, okay. So here I derived that what is top down parser. Maybe AABB is an answer. So top down parser, that means from top to down. So you should understand what is top. This is a start symbol. So from the question, that is top symbol to the answer, string, given string, top down parser. So whenever if you are studying top down parser, you should understand taking an input as a start symbol. And we are obtaining a string, okay, top down parser. Then what is bottom up parser? Just same example. So input is a given answer, like AABB, input string is a input. From the input string we have to parse and we want to obtain which one? Start symbol, okay. Very clearly you should understand what is top down parser and bottom up parser. Top down is the input we are taking is a start symbol, the grammar's start symbol as an input, and what is the output you are going to derive? The given string, that is top down, okay. So what is bottom up parser? Bottom up, we are taking the input, they are given input string as an first, and derive we will get a, finally we want to get a start symbol, okay. So anytime if I ask you, you should know what is top down parser. Simply we will say from top to bottom, and what is bottom up parser? From bottom to top. But the concept is top means start symbol, bottom as a input symbol, given input string, okay. So bottom up means we will take input string first and we want to derive from the input, you want to get an answer as a start symbol, okay. This only we are going to see from top down and bottom up parser, okay. So first one by one I will teach you. First one is top down parser, okay. Top down parser. What is top down parser? Okay, what is top down parser? Top down parser taking input as a start symbol, okay, and going to derive a given input string. Clear? So there is two types of top down parser. One is recursive descent, DESCENT, recursive descent parser, and second one is predictive parser, okay. So in this video class I am going to teach you only recursive descent parser. Predictive parser is a big topic, but recursive descent parser just explains the idea about the parser, top down parser, okay. Okay, you just understand recursive descent parser and predictive parser, and in this video class you should know why we are going predictive parser. This is the next parser of top down parser, okay. Second parser is a predictive parser. Why we are going predictive parser? The answer I am going to tell you. Why we are going for predictive parser instead of recursive descent parser, okay. So first we will see recursive descent parser. Okay, recursive descent parser. With an example, I am going to teach you recursive DESCENT descent parser. With an example, I am going to teach you recursive descent parser. The question is, consider the grammar S tends to C AD and C tends to A tends to AB/B, okay, AB/B, and the given string is W equal to CAD, okay. So always the string should be terminal, you should remember, always the string should be terminal, and this is the grammar. From this grammar, I am going to teach you how to construct a recursive descent parser. Okay, I told you recursive descent parser is top down parser. So first how to construct a parser is, first we want to create a single node, yes, okay, yes, we want to create a single node, yes, first step. And second step, we can expand the node S with their production. What is the first production? S tends to CAD, that is S tends to C and A and D, okay. The C is a small terminal, just understand, the C is a terminal, A is a variable, okay, CAD, right. And then we have to third step, we want to expand this A with their production, that is S tends to CAD, and expand this A with their first production, that is AB, right, A and B, okay. So meanwhile, first we have to check with the input, pointer is now C, okay. So S is expanded CAD, there is a 2 pointer, this pointer is also C, first left side position, okay. So this C is matched, input C is matched with the C, then move the pointer to the next input, okay. Now see, now after expanding, the pointer is pointing left side A. Now this A is matched with this A, move the next pointer to here B, move the next pointer here D, right. Now the pointer also here. So now you check these two are matching, no, it is not matching. So what I want to do is, we have to backtrack and we want to check whether this A have another production. Clear? See, first what I am going to do, start with the start symbol node and expand this CAD, and now check with this C and our input C. So it is matching, so move the pointer to the next, and since it is A, I can expand the variable production, that is AB, first possible production AB. Now the pointer is the leftmost position, and here also advanced pointer is in A. So since it is matching, move the pointer to the next one, here D and B, it is not matching. So what we want to do is backtrack, this is called backtracking, this is called backtracking. Backtrack to the A and you check with next step, check with another production, that is A tends to B. So now it is B, okay, now it is B. So what we want to do is A tends to B, yes, now it is B, clear. Now where it is, yes, now the pointer is in D, clear, the leftmost position B, now the pointer is in B. So here we can put B also, now the pointer is in B, okay. So we can advance the pointer, since it is D, here the advance the pointer, here also it is matching this D with that D, okay. So hence we can pass this input symbol with this grammar, we can pass the input symbol with this grammar, okay. The thing is, there is a backtracking happen, since it is not matches the input with the input symbol, there is a backtracking happen. So here it is a only small grammar. If there is a big grammar, we can do lots of backtracking. So the time consumes, memory consumes, so there is an issue, okay. So in order to avoid this issue, we are going for the next parser without backtracking, that is called predictive parser. predictive parser. Okay, so the predictive parser I will teach you in the next class. Clear? So the thing is, first you have to check the grammar with the input symbol and starting with the start symbol, and you will get a final answer as CAD. We can pass the answer as this CA and D. Okay, so the thing is, you have to expand this S with the string and matches the production. If there is a match doesn't happen, you want to backtrack to the next possible production. With that possible production, if there is matches, you can move the pointer. Otherwise, you can stop the procedure and halt, and it is not accepted. If it is matching, it is accepted. Okay, clear? This is the concept of recursive decision parser. So next video class, I will teach you predictive parser. Thank you.